So thank you guys for being here today. So just before we start, if you could just like keep your cell phones on silent and then save questions for the end, that'd be really great. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by saying that there are 7 to 8 million homeless like cats and dogs like in the U.S. today. So if you like, there's like about 8 billion people, so there's like 7 million about animals. So I don't know why, but I just feel like that's a lot of homeless animals just like walking around. And so I'm going to talk to you guys about Austin Pets Alive. So what they do is that they're a private nonprofit organization dedicated to creating a no-kill Texas. So basically what that means is that, as you guys know, like a lot of animal shelters, once they get filled to capacity, they have to if they can't adopt out the animals, they have to euthanize them to create more room and stuff for other animals. And so what Austin Pets Alive does, and what they do with other organizations as well, is they want to make that just end, at least in Central Texas at least. So their shelter actually does not euthanize animals, and they work with other shelters in the area to go to euthanasia lists and find animals and to go and save them from mills and stuff like that. And once they they make sure they have enough room to accommodate all the animals, so they don't have to kill any of them. And so what Austin Pets Alive has, they have several different programs and volunteer opportunities you can do. One is called the Love Your Rescue Pet Day. They also have the No Kill Anniversary, and then the Amplify Austin, and then Tail Waggers. So those are just different volunteer opportunities you can do to help them, and they're just different ways to reach people and show them this is what we have now. And if you're looking for adopting, it's just a great way to have the options out for you. So why are pets homeless? It's mainly, a lot of the reason is because owners can discover allergies, and it's rare and not very right, but a lot of times if they find out, oh, I'm allergic to this cat, they just kind of open their door and let them walk out the backyard, and they're homeless. And they do the same things with dogs, and it's just that's a big way that animals become homeless. And also, if a family is moving around and they can't can no longer accommodate their pet, they have to go to an apartment, or they have to move to another country, they just do the same thing, just let their dog roam, or drop them in front of someone's house, or just awful stuff like that, just leaving them to fend for themselves pretty much, and that's just solving their problem. And then the two other reasons is that they just basically the animals aren't trained, and they don't give them the attention that they need, so they tend to misbehave. Maybe they're peeing in the house, they're being aggressive, they're being loud and just misbehaving and stuff. And so once again, that's just another reason why people just kind of neglect their animals and raise the number of homeless strays in our country. And so a way to decrease that, I found, is that by fixing your pets, and Austin Pets Alive talks about this as well, they say by fixing your pets, it makes them less likely to go roam and while they're in heat. So it keeps them close to your house, so they won't get lost and not be able to find their way home, because that's obviously very common when your dog or cat gets out and they never come back. That happened to my cat. And then thinking before you buy. So instead of going to a breeder to pay whatever for a purebred, just whatever kind of dog you want, it's much better to just go to Austin Pets Alive or any other shelter in general, and be able to just go and just save an animal that's just sitting there, and it's just a really great thing to do, and it saves you money, because adoption is most of the time free. And also, so basically the general takeaway from this is that Austin Pets Alive works to eliminate all the killing in shelters, and then their various discoveries in why animals are homeless have brought them new strategies on how to reduce that number. So, are there any questions?